Hey everybody, it's the 13th Wolfman, and you know what today is? Today is another mobile movie review. So, what was the movie that I saw today? I saw Halloween, and I'm not blaming anybody, but I'm just going to give you a quick background. My Mama Wolf, has been a horror fan since she was a kid. There's a real quick story about her bugging her sisters to stay up and watch like the late night horror movie with her when she's like 8 or 9 years old, you know. And her sisters don't like horror, but she's just like, just be in the room with me. It's just one of those fun things. Well, that's what this movie is. This is one of those movies you gotta watch with friends if they're all into the horror thing. And you know, she was the one that said, "Hey, let's go see Halloween," and I was like, "Okay." You know, I mean, I'm not gonna fight it. She wants to see a, you know, modern day slasher. I'm good. You know, so Jamie Lee Curtis is back, Nick Castle is back, and PJ Soles, who played Linda in the original Halloween, is actually back in this movie. We only hear her voice. I'm not going to tell you where she is. I'm going to wait for you guys to try to figure it out. But I did recognize her voice. So this is one of those storylines that's very convoluted. Let's give a quick recap of how you can watch the Halloween movies. Halloween, 1 and done. Halloween 1 and 2, and done. Halloween 1, 2, and 3, which the third one is not connected to the first two movies. John Carpenter wanted to do an anthology series and do a different Halloween movie every year with different characters and different stories. And so he did Halloween. So he wrote Halloween 3. And I remember I was in high school at the time, and it kind of bombed. Everyone's like, "Where's Michael Myers?" So the producer of the other Halloween movies brought back Michael for Halloween 4, 5, and 6, and Jamie wasn't there, so they connected it with the offspring of hers, and then they did Halloween H2O. H2O was supposed to be, that was it. This is supposed to be the last movie for the Halloween series, because Jamie Lee Curtis is now back. They're now ignoring parts 3 through 6. And it was a good movie. They did so well that they made Halloween 8, Resurrection. The one that everybody hates. You know, and that was a joke. And then Rob Zombie did his 2 Halloween movies. And now we got Halloween 40 years later. So this is just... From what I understand, they've ignored everything. They've ignored parts 2 through 8. So this is like Halloween, and this is the bookend, basically. You got Halloween here, and you got Halloween 40 here, or 2018, whatever you want to call it. And there's the bookend to the series. We catch up with Laurie Strode 40 years later, you know, and she's a little worried for wear. She's a little weathered, you know. I mean, she's been dealing with worrying about Michael for the last 40 years. Now, Michael's been locked away, so I don't know what she's got to worry about. But she since then she's married, she's had children, she's got grandchildren, and that's not really giving anything away because all of that is said in the trailer. What happens along the way, I really don't want to tell you, but one thing there's a lot of throwbacks to the other movies. Even though they're ignoring the past, they mention a character named Lonnie, and if you watch the original, you know who the character is. They do a throwback to the masks from Halloween 3 by Silver Shamrock. You see a couple of kids in those. And again, this isn't really doing anything to hurt the plot. So I'm just telling you about a few little Easter eggs a few little things I've noticed. You know, Jamie Lee Curtis did a great job reprising Laurie Strode, but this should be something she should be able to slip into, like a comfortable pair of pants or something, you know. It's like, okay, I need to get into the Laurie Strode character, the character that, you know, kind of blew up my career back in 1978. She should be able to slide right into it, no problem. Judy Greer plays her daughter. Will Patton plays the sheriff. I love Will Patton. I think that guy is such an underrated actor. You know, much like Elias Koteas. He's not in this, but I'm just saying that's another underrated actor. Yeah, so Will Patton plays the sheriff. You have, you just have this really great ensemble of character actors in this, along with Jamie Lee Curtis. It was written by Danny McBride. It was produced by David Gordon Green and John Carpenter. And it looks like John Carpenter's, I'm guessing Cody Carpenter is his son, because the score, it says score created by John Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, you know, and I'm like, oh, so that must be his son, who we never hear about. But if that is, that's very, very cool. It's a good movie. There's a couple of unnecessary deaths, in my opinion, but, you know, that's my opinion, and that's, I'm not going to say who or what. If you've seen it, you can ask me. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to tell you, because then that just gives too much away. But, yeah, so what did I think about this movie? I liked it. I give it 3.5 chainsaws out of 4. And I know Mama Wolf, she said she's going to give it 3.5 chainsaws out of 4. She really dug it. I mean, if this is it, if this is the last of them all, this is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be the last Halloween. Unfortunately, it's doing really great at the box office, so I got a feeling they're going to try and squeeze out another one, you know. I'd be kind of upset if they tried to do that, because all the hype for the last 2 years is that this is supposed to be it. This is the bookend. This is the final chapter. This is everything that, you know, you've always wanted in a Halloween movie and more. And if they try to squeeze another one out, it just kind of diminishes all that. So, but if this is it, then I'm good going out on this note. This is a good note to go out on. Nick Castle did a great job playing the Shape, aka Michael, aka the Boogeyman, you know. But it is what it is. I mean, that's basically what he's known for. It's a good movie. I say go check it out. As always, like, subscribe, share, and comment. I want to know what you have to say. And when you do subscribe, hit the little bell. That way you'll be notified anytime I put something new up. And as always, I am the 13th Wolfman. Yep, that's right. And as you can see, I'm driving around because I'm on the prowl.